Tell me if this sounds familiar. It's all going to come down to the absentee ballots. Let me take you all the way back 1 week ago. I know it was a long time ago. These were the preliminary first choices. You saw Brooklyn Borough President Eric Adams with about a 9 percentage point lead over Maya Wiley, the next highest person getting votes on election night. The results that were released today will factor in the second, third, fourth, and fifth choices of about 900,000 in-person votes. So let's take a look at what the Board of Elections just put out. This is a ranked choice voting simulation. So basically the bottom candidates are eliminated. Their votes are redistributed. Andrew Yang at 15%, Catherine Garcia at 24%, Maya Wiley at 26%, and Eric Adams at 35%. Yang is eliminated in this simulation that was released. And remember that alliance he made with Garcia? Well, guess where most of his voters went? They went directly to Catherine Garcia, who leapfrogs Maya Wiley at 30%, and she goes on to the head-to-head matchup against Eric Adams. Wiley is eliminated in the final simulation round. Adams still wins 51% to 49%, but this margin of victory is only 16,000 votes. There are still 124,000 Democratic absentee ballots that are not part of this calculation. It truly means that Adams or Garcia or even Maya Wiley could be the next Democratic nominee for mayor. We actually just caught up with Garcia in Brooklyn, who's feeling pretty good.
We are incredibly hopeful about the 124,000 absentee ballots that are out there. Many of them came from electoral districts that I did well in, but we're going to have to wait until they all get counted. And that is what I intend to do. I'm certainly not counting any chickens before they're hatched.
We also just got a statement for Adams. What he's keying in on is the fact that we're seeing 100,000 more in-person votes included today in these ranked choice voting calculations than we saw initially on election night. But remember, those election night results, those are always unofficial and preliminary. A week from now is when we'll start factoring in some of those absentee ballots into another simulation. So we get to do this all again in a week, Tamsin and Corey. And if it's really close, there's more results 2 weeks from now that are going to be really important.
Yeah, wow. That's what we're just talking about here.
All right, so I have a question for you, and it's kind of confusing, but just stay with me here, right? So absentee ballots, you know, we saw, you know, in the last race for president, we saw they split a certain way. Do we have a sense that these absentee ballots could split one way or a different way? I mean, do we have a sense of that, or is it just kind of, you know, anyone's guess?
There's no real way to know that. Eric Adams likes to say that many of the absentee ballots are coming from districts that are friendly to him, but only by a certain percentage points. What really makes this interesting is there's no way to tell, because it's not as straightforward as there's Yang ballots out there or Garcia ballots out there or Adams ballots out there. Because of this elimination ranked choice process, it matters who ranked people second and third and fourth and fifth. What we do know is absentee voters are more engaged, which means more rankings. So it's like the added level of complication the further we get into this absentee ballot counting, Corey.
Well, we were trying to do our own calculations, but we don't even scratch the surface. We'll leave that up to you, Henry. All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Well, we also just got word that Catherine Garcia will be joining the Pix 11 Morning News in the 7 a.m. hour tomorrow. Be sure to stay with us for any updates on the mayoral race. And of course, we'll always have the latest posted on our website for you at pix11.com/New York Elections.